You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
या तो इसको आवाज को सही करना, एक सेकंड आवाज सही करता हूँ इसकी। अरे परफेक्ट। चलो किचन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। डिब्बा दिख रहा है, ले लूं क्या? अबे किन से बढ़ गई लड़की? देख ऐसे मारते हैं। इनका टेस्ट सब्जेक्ट खत्म नहीं हो रहा, मेरे को जाने कितने टाइम से टेस्ट सब्जेक्ट बोलते जा रहे हैं।
Something to add to my collection.
है दिख रहा है नीचे सामने। अरे पत्थर है, पत्थर का है। यस नाइस। ये क्या है, कौन सा फूल है? मेरा थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है हल्का सा पीछे, एक मिनट को मैं इसको सेटअप को देकर। और कुछ तो करना नहीं ना, सब कुछ ऑफ करके रखा है। ब्लूम ब्लूम तो रहना चाहिए, सबको लोएस्ट है। किस बात का लैग? भी क्या करना है यहाँ पे? बंदा है तो मेरे को क्या करना था? मिशन देखने हैं कौन से रह गए हैं। अच्छा जी कंप्लीट हो गया। वीकली में 5 वॉक मार चुका हूँ, 7 डोमिन कर चुका हूँ, 4-5 रे लाइन है। ठीक है परफेक्ट। है कहाँ पे चलते हैं? वो यहाँ पे कुछ दिखा रहा है, तो देख के आते हैं क्या है, फिर अंदर चलते हैं। हाय क्या भाई इतनी सारी लंबी चढ़ नहीं पड़ती? मैं देख वो हाय हाय नाइट बॉट की तो आ गया है जी। नाइट बॉट ब्रो सही कर लो अपना नाइट बॉट, बहुत लेट आता है ये, किसी काम का नहीं। हाय बॉस भाई मैं करूँगा, मैं क्या बताऊँ, रिप्लाई लेट आता मैं क्या कर सकते हैं? यहाँ पे कोई आ रहा है ना, क्यों आएगा यहाँ पे? मैंने अभी तो ये दोपहर में करा था मिशन, फिर आ गया था, अभी तो कंप्लीट करके दिया है। अब क्या चाहिए इसको मुझसे? तो चैन नहीं है भाई, अभी तो तेरा करके दिया मैंने मिशन, नहीं मानेगा तू? अब क्या करवाना है तुझे मुझसे? ताली बजा रहा मेरे लिए, वाह थैंक यू ताली बजाने के लिए। ये कौन देख रहा है? अच्छा वो तो पक्के देख रहा है। क्या हुआ भाई, हाई बॉस क्यों लिखा? चलो भाई ओके मन करा, ओके ठीक है। मेरे को गाना थोड़ा कम कर देना चाहिए, बहुत तेज है। थोड़ा सा हल्का सा कम करेंगे। म्यूजिक ऑडियो म्यूजिक 6 कर देते हैं, बेटर है। फिर ज़्यादा ही म्यूजिक हो जाएगा हमारा। ये कम ये किधर है? इधर कहीं बता रहा है। अब मेरी ये तो आई नो
Chart, I think you're getting smarter. You actually... I'm 1,000 times smarter than you.
Oh.
Oops, I was wrong. It's your arrogance that's been skyrocketing. Maybe I should take that flower back. Looks like someone is getting a bit too big for their britches. Oh, I won't let you. And it's not a flower.
सही चीज में लगी है अकेले।
Yeah, it is. It's the one I put on you last time. Well, I won't let you take it. Why? Because it makes
इससे बात करके देखो। मुझे आयनों से बात नहीं करनी, मुझे इससे बात करनी है।
Little Chard, I think you're
आज
getting.
हो गई बात हो गया।
Oops, I was. I won't let you. Yeah, it is. It's the one I put on you. Well, I
ठीक है
won't. Why? Because it makes.
ठीक है भाई। यहाँ पे कहाँ पे है वो ये मैंने कुछ तो करा था। 2 पे पहुँच गया मैं इसके। जो मैंने अभी कंप्लीट नहीं करे, देखेंगे कहाँ पे है। रिवॉर्ड देते मुझे। 2 लेवल पहुँच चुका हूँ, उसके अभी 2 और बचे हैं। सीजन में अच्छा ये देखने पड़ेंगे वहाँ पे। ओके ओके फिर यहाँ पे लग तो नहीं रहा है, यहाँ पे और कुछ दिख रहा है मुझे। अब मुझे वो मिशन देखना कहाँ पे है मुझे। यहाँ पे चलते हैं डायरेक्ट। जैसे पूरा अंधेरे में है। ओके तो मैं चल रहा हूँ ना वहाँ पे। किधर से जाऊँ? कि यहाँ पे सामान दिखा रहा है। टी सी सब कुछ। कितना डार्क हो गया पूरा ये तो। किधर जाना है? इधर ही जाना है ना? कि कहीं वो क्या दिखा रहा है? कैसे जाऊँ?
Rise with the sun.
Hero incoming!
Pyroclastic surge. Switching gears. Incinerate. Full throttle.
गोलम लगा तो मार दिया था इसने, बच गई।
Did they run from home too?
तो इससे एचपी मिलती है क्या? एचपी ना मिल रही है भैया। थोड़ा एचपी का एक घूट मार दिया जाए किसी चीज का। ये मार लेता हूँ। ये दे देता हूँ इन्हें। दिया था ये किसे, ये किसे, ये किसे।
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
तो बाद में लेंगे कुछ।
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days
तेरे
now.
बगल में था कुल में ना
These
जे।
things just won't quit. Oh, they might
दिखा
not have
नहीं।
seen us yet, but them
Nice.
constantly sweeping the area. Our way out is completely
black. Okay.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rear. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Yeah. BDSD, maybe still have to try.
Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to
Spooky
zip it.
area, yes, spooky area.
We almost got spotted.
हैं? तो पीटना पड़ेगा ना मुझे. Be careful, don't let me violent discover you. Okay. Sorry, my bad. अरे okay, my bad.
They might not have seen us. Oh, that's never. If they can spot us, they'll run. Oh,
अच्छा वापस जाना है. धीरे चलेंगे.
we almost got spotted.
उधर भी है क्या?
That was a close call.
अबे कहीं क्लास नहीं थी, बगल में ही तो भाग रहा था मन के. अंधे हैं ना, दिखाई नहीं देता तो हम क्या करें.
Watch out! They're coming this way.
क्या करूं? उधर से भी आएंगे.
We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
पहुंच गए. नाइस टू हियर. अबे पत्थर आ गया यहाँ पे, इसके पास भी भाई. अरे मैं कह रहा हूँ पीट दूंगा, कोई टेंशन नहीं है भाई. बंदे लेके आया. कुछ ज्यादा ही बंदे हैं. नहीं कुछ ज्यादा ही बंदे हैं. लाइट गई क्या? नहीं आ रही है. ऐसा लगा लाइट गई. लाइट ना जाए यार, दिन में ही गई थी यार.
Fire.
हैं? फायर को यहाँ पे आइए. आर ले आइए यहाँ पे.
What's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire.
ये आर ले लिख के ले लो. हमारी प्यारी आर ले इज बैक. आर तकीनो लिख के ले लो. आर ले. दिस वाइल्ड हंट. हम कह रहे हैं ना आर ले. भाई एक बार में सब समाप्त कर दिया उसने.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
You look weak. Okay.
The old you would never have let such
Because-
lowly creatures bar your way.
Okay.
Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino. You came.
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Arlecchino. अब किसका नंबर आएगा? ऊपर टॉप पे. भाई टॉप पे भेज दिया, नीचे तो भेज ही नहीं रहे. इसको मेरे को बचाना होगा. भाई पूरी मशीन सब तबाह हो गई है.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
You're finished.
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me,
Do you need
do
help?
you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by
Go on,
staying
Eve.
out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
Okay, जी सब
Father
भी आए
sent us over to help.
हैं. Okay.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just
Wow,
keep your
yeah.
sister away from my
ले.
machines.
ले भाई उसने
Nearly
तोड़ दी.
every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going.
पीछे ही हैं जो जल्दी आ सकते थे. नाइस. ट्रैक
Then
बगल में ही
let's
तो है ना
start
ये एरिया।
downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
ये वो थी, इधर वाला भाग गया, इधर वाली वो थी, इधर वाला मर गया, तो एक ही बचा ना अभी तक बस, जो आर्ले है, जो हमारी दोस्त बनी है, वो पानी में चला गया। ताती रैया जो भी नाम है उसका, वो पानी में चला गया। देखो पहले वो आई थी औरत, वो उसका वो लेके चली गई थी दिल में से, विंड वाले के में से। ठीक है, कौन है वे आवाज कर रहा है, कौन है वे? ऊपर है, ठीक है। तो वो आवाज कर रही थी। ओके, कहाँ जाना मुझे? ओके, इधर बुला रहे हैं। ओके, जाता। हाँ, तो मैं क्या बता रहा था, विंड वाले का उसने ले ली थी, सेकंड वाले में वो मिला था, थर्ड वाले में वहाँ पे कुछ पहुँची थी वो। हाँ, तो 3 तो यही हो गए। पहली मर चुकी है, दूसरा पानी में चला गया, तीसरा वाले का मन नहीं कर रहा लड़ने का, उसको हमने फ्री सा कर दिया ऐसा लग रहा है। और चौथा वाला किधर है? चौथा वाला भाग गया, फाइट नहीं करना चाहता था उससे वो। कर लो फाइट।
Someone else. A moonlit night for all.
अरे बर्फ,
Time to buckle down.
निपटा दिया रे। आंधी आ गई क्या? हेलो, आंधी आ गई। हेलो भाई, हेलो, आंधी आ गई। रुक जाओ, भाई आंधी आ गई। लो,
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
यस भाई, आंधी सी आ गई थी जो। ये बहुत कुछ कुछ आवाज आती है, जो थोड़ा बंद करूँ मैं। ये कौन सी आवाज है? डायलॉग सही है, ठीक है। माइक्रोफोन, वॉइस चैट वॉल्यूम, माइक्रोफोन, ये लग रही है। ये थोड़ी कम करो, ये थोड़ी कम हो जाती है। हाँ, बहुत साफ। सामने एक और डिब्बा है। निपटा दिया रे। आंधी आई, आंधी आई, आंधी आई।
Are these edible?
भाई बाहर जोर से आंधी आ रही है, देखूं मैं। भाई बहुत जोर से चली बाहर आंधी तो। भाग, निकल जा। कहाँ जाऊँ भाई, कहाँ जाऊँ? घर छोड़ के कहाँ जाऊँ? बता दे भाई, कहाँ चला जाऊँ? अबे सामान तो ले ले भाई, मारने के बाद। अबे कितने हो तुम? रुक जा, मैंने अपने आप को रिपेयर करके आता हूँ। मेरे पे वो भी इकट्ठे हो गए हैं, वो भी दे देता हूँ इसको। हाँ, ऑफर ऑल। अबे ऑल कर दे भैया, मेरे को क्या रख के चाटा उनका। ले भाई, अभी और चाहिए, कितने चाहिए? 8 और 8, 16 चाहिए। तो टीमो मिल गए, 5 सिकल मिल गए, 1 की मिल गई। आरएल ने आके जान बचा ली। मैं और लोगों की जरूरत है यहाँ पे। यहाँ वो ओपी प्लेयर नहीं है अभी तक कोई यहाँ पे है ना, ओपी प्लेयर टाइप।
So nice and warm. Nothing like the warm sun on a full stomach to make me feel like taking a nap.
अबे तेरा नैप यहाँ पे युद्ध छड़ा पड़ा है तो ये नैप की पड़ रही है। बड़ा नैप लेती है ये लड़की। अरे नहीं चाहिए अभी। अब वायलेंस से नहीं, मैं अभी भेजना चाहता, सॉरी। बाद में फाइट करेंगे तुमसे भाई, तुमसे बाद में लेंगे 2 दांत।
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
मुझे ही वो बचे।
Burn it down! Rip for the sky!
क्या है?
Hey, not a bad haul.
ये कौन सी अंडरग्राउंड फैसिलिटी में लेके जा रही है मुझे?
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
हाँ ओके भाई, 1 पीस में आया
Feels
हूँ।
like there's quite a few people
तुझे क्या लग रहा है
missing.
7 टुकड़ों में
Less
आऊंगा?
flights than the others.
क्या बंदा है ये?
Never.
I returned ahead of them. Flinch is helping Ino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
नेफर।
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top
ओ भाई,
secret
बारिश हो
intel
गई
we've been
क्या?
gathering.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's.
ओके जी।
You may call me Arlecchino.
आलकीनो।
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course.
The only Arlecchino I know is the 4th of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nod-Krai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
ओके।
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
The Fatui Harbinger.
क्या हो गया? डर तो नहीं लग रहा तेरे को?
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nod-Krai belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nod-Krai. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
Agenda.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. Guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties.
Okay.
Long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind.
Okay.
So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis.
अब दो लोगों की बात होती है दो जगह ना जो विंस्टन किंग है और वो उसके अंदर जो लोग उसी के अंदर आते हैं
What's the matter?
he calls out that name
Flying daughter. Tholindis.
okay
Interesting.
वो नाम तो बोला ही नहीं गया
Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
okay
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories. though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Thelindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Thelindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me, though, were these pure-blood Conorians we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian...
Skirts of humanity.
Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain! If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who never knows, Dori Sagama Bay.
Alright then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Nisarlikino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the wild hunt has been a lot more active lately, I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flints, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
ठीक है.
We'd better get moving too.
अपने मुझे confidence
We'll try to buy you as much time as we
है,
can.
मैं हूँ. अपने लोग लग रहे हैं. पहले तो ऐसा लग रहा था.
Relax.
नहीं बैठ
Just do your thing.
Pins हो गया,
I
वो बैठ
decided
रहा
to
था
call
जो-
in some
है ना?
backup since things are getting so hairy.
जी
Our
बैठ रही थी,
reinforcements
never तो
should be
आई
here
नहीं,
any
fight
minute
करने
now.
के लिए।
Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
वो बना रहा है ये बहुत खतरनाक वाली चाल है उसके लिए हाँ कैसा है
We're back.
ये भी तो है तो इतना हो तो ठीक है
Did we get here a little early?
A tad late. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now.
भाई तो बड़ी जल्दी चली
Oh, right. Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varga on what we just discussed with Flints?
Sure.
लाइक कर देना भाई जो जो देख रहा है सब लाइक कर
Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the wild hunt in Amsbartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flints's intel, several outbreaks of the wild hunt had already occurred in Nod-Krai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
कर दिया लाइक ठीक है
Flints,
तो
with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nod-Krai are rallying to fight back against the wild hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. And F and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varga would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal. Not a word about my snack-in date for the next week.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
Ugh, it's the obvious choice, isn't it? It's hardly worth betting on.
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsfartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
ये कॉल कर लूँगा ऐसे 1 मिनट रुको ये चालू गुट्टी दे दूं, मैंने गुट्टी पिला दूं, ये थोड़ा अपने आप को सही कर।
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross.
Hold up a second. Since
Yes,
you
you-
brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you got planned? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
And one
of the last surviving embers of the two worlds' flames.
Okay.
Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about?
तभी तो अपना
The
मारती है
one
मुंह।
from ancient Conria?
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of... What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes.
खुद भी तो
And
इतना
that's the
पुराना है
reason
ये
I'm always
मतलब
careful
लौंडा।
not to push my
बंद
power
होता
too
तो देख।
far. It's essentially a never-ending
duck
tug of
off.
war.
Oof.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Less.
Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you are
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Which was one of the three moon sisters. Does that mean that
हम 3 moon
the
चढ़ जा रहे हैं क्या?
Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence.
Okay.
When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Yep, what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a harbinger, the jester gave me a book called Harry, also known as Leobranto Inamorato.
बहुत
You
लंबे
should be
चौड़े
able to
नाम
buy a
बोल
copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era.
But
But
sitting
setting
aside-
aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received
बारिश हो रही
children
है,
from
लो।
beyond the bounds of this world and subjected them to a peculiar induction.
Beyond the bounds of this
साला
world?
तब से कोई बारिश नहीं हुई, आज बारिश होने लग गई।
What kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of
मेरा सामान
refinement.
भीग रहा है बाहर।
They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died?
Did you
Did
see
you
it
see it?"
until the final?
Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
There's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere?
चिन्नी।
Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves?
Paimon, find some
Okay,
brick.
fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic.
The
The
key
key
to
to the ritual
ritual
is crossing
causing
the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within, those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. The catch is I'll need to stay on this
Don't
side to
worry,
keep the
we are
passage
got
open.
this.
So I won't be able to come with you. Once you're... Very well. Then I'll open it up.
ठीक है, करो।
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would.
ले भाई। तो जो चाहिए पावर मेरे से खींच ले।
Thank you.
मैं सब करने को तैयार
I
हूँ।
feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances.
बाद में भी चाहिए हो तो बता
confront
दियो,
whatever
मैं
dangers
तैयार हूँ।
might await.
उस कमीने को तो फोड़ूंगा डाल के कोने में ले जाके। हाथ कैसे लगाया तेरे को? खून होने का।
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed,
ओ भाई
by
क्या लग रहा है
fire
लोग?
renewed. I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
देख ले, वाह सिटी ही बना दी भाई मैंने तो। क्या लड़की है भाई। आते
One word of advice as you're
Awesome.
crossing over.
no matter
No
what,
matter
boy.
what voices you hear,
do
do
not
not
answer.
answer.
समझ गया।
I sense a
It's band
sinister
like.
gloom inside,
But
but also
Yeah,
the familiar light. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition.
all right, let's go.
All right. Let's
ओ
go.
भाई हेलो, कितनी जोर से हवा चल रही है। अभी हार्ले बन जाऊं या बोले में जाऊं? ओए इतनी दूर क्यों तू क्यों जा रही है दूर?
Seismic changes often begin with small windows of opportunity.
ओके
This could be your window.
ठीक है, बाहर ही रहेगी तू नहीं आएगी हमारे साथ? ठीक है, बाय, बाद में मिलते हैं। क्या लग रहा है भाई? रील बननी चाहिए इस पर, तो मैं दोबारा बना, मैं दोबारा आऊंगा। बाय बोलने आया हूँ वापस, नहीं पूरी वो करता हूँ। खतरनाक रील बनेगी इसकी। आवाज तो बेबी, इसकी बहन की आवाज है। बगल में आ जाती, पकड़ती मुझे, छेड़ती, चलती, खींचती, तब आते मुझे। भागो भाई, मना करिए उसने, आंसर नहीं देना कोई जवाब का।
Look up at the sky!
ये कौन सी जगह है भाई?
This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss?
कौन सी जगह है ये?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains.
Look like the only
Iridescent moon.
Let's keep going.
Was this truly what?
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog. Paimon's right behind you. Whatever you do, don't run up. By the way, Kalamina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty holy, Paimon.
वो कहाँ पे? ये कैंट्री है, लिख के ले लो। ये जमीन के नीचे तो नहीं है कहीं? पर नॉड-क्राई क्या ऐसा बना दो भाई। मूर्ति तोड़ रखी है जहाँ पे धर्म परिवर्तन हो रहा था, बहुत खतरनाक वाला। यहाँ पे जो धर्म वाले रहते थे। ओह ठीक है, ये क्या है? हाँ मैं जी रखना चाहूँगा। क्या हो गया? तो क्या मेरी कोलम्बीना को मैं अपग्रेड कर लेने मुझे ले, मैंने 7वां लेवल कर दिया। 70 लेवल की कर दी मैंने उसे। हाँ तो मुझे अब क्या चाहिए? जे मैं करता हूँ रखते, टैलेंट भी बढ़ा सकता हूँ क्या इसके मैं? ये नहीं बढ़ा पाऊंगा। चलो कुछ तो बढ़ा। क्या है इसका? 70 लेवल की करती मैंने। वे चले जाओ साले हो, चलते नहीं तो बैठे हो।
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
बोलती रहे तो बस बोलती रहे। ये कैंट्रिया तो नहीं है? बता भी तो नहीं रहे कौन से एरिया में मैं अभी। अब नीचे देख, मरते मरते बचा। चल निकल यहाँ से। हाँ गाली दिया ले अपनी भाषा। कहाँ पहुँचाना है?
Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high.
ये मून टूटा हुआ भाई।
To reach it.
No,
इस मून को किसने तोड़
I'm
दिया?
not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water.
एवेस है क्या?
See that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort.
चल देख के बता। मैं कैसे जाऊँ?
Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moons today, and they left them behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues.
ओके क्या था से मानना पड़ेगा क्या मुझे?
Look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the
और भी
shadow in
जगह
the
है।
water looks different.
ठीक है।
Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret?
Phyllis, we'll leave the rest of the research in
Nori?
your hands. We'll
ओह
be
ये तो
heading
वही है।
Hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Melinda's? Is that Rear's girlfriend? How come
Okay.
we're hearing her voice here?
They never mention.
Oh yeah. So, do you think she was studying this strange space all along?
The abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood.
Oh, अच्छा चल।
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to, for me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space.
इसका पति पसंद नहीं करता ये चीज़।
Or something more.
ओके उस तरफ जाना है मुझे। या मैं वहाँ पे मिलाता नीचे वाले एरिया। निपट गए भाई निपट गए। पूरा क्या खतरनाक एरिया है। अब इसको कैसे सही करूं? ओके दूसरे से भी कम चल जाएगा। ठीक है भाई। क्या भाई तू अपना कमा देगा। अच्छा वो सही हो जाएगा। ठीक है कमा चल रही है।
I see.
This is the moon marrow, or
rather the power of the three moons, is the key to unlocking. If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
ओए अटैक कर रहा है हम पे ही। ऊपर चढ़ गया लड़की। Okay.
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Revier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get my hands on that outside.
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Who does this voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow? Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection?
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go!
ठीक है। ये किसकी जड़ है? गुस्ताख लग रहा था।
Running late again.
हाँ एरिया देखो। ये तो
These things are so creepy. Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon marrow.
Burn it down.
मेरी टीम रखूंगा क्या परेशानी तुझे? मेरी टीम से परेशानी क्या तुझे?
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow. Oh, we'll need to destroy these things
ठीक है।
before we can reach it.
अटैक भी तो करेंगे मुझ पे लोग, ऐसे तो छोड़ फ्री में तो करने नहीं देंगे कुछ भी। ओ भाई खतरनाक एरिया।
A moonlit night for all. It's justice o'clock.
एक तो बचा लिया और भी हैं, फिर और मारे जाते हैं।
Light up the blazing sun. Full throttle.
Surge. Yeah, now! It's justice o'clock.
साला कुत्ता नहीं तो इनको वो खवा दूं, बाल वो दे दूं, कुछ चबाते रहेंगे थोड़ा फूड फूड अपने। कहाँ गया वो वाला फूड? अबे कहाँ गया, दिख नहीं रहा। ये रहा पीछे से। तू भी खा ले, तू भी ले ले, तू भी ले ले, तू भी ले ले।
Rise of the sun.
We're so close.
निकल जाते। ओके, ये क्या है? टुकड़ा सा लग रहा है। ओ कुछ गिरा, क्या है ये? We finally did it.
The
Yes.
iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away like an undying flame.
अच्छा,
Yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely. If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should be able to obtain its untainted essence.
leave it to me. मुझे चौकी होगी। क्या कर रहा है भाई? ये तो खतरनाक बंदा है बहुत ज्यादा। रेड कर दिया उसने।
It's so
ओ
cold. Is it you?
Are you
Are
here?
you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you talking to us?
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free. I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart. As death drew near, the moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only you looked so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason.
What was that all about?
Goddess
Was
of
that the
the
goddess of the iridescent moon? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help you regain your strength, right? Alright. Time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go.
भागने की बात पड़ती है इसको। Oh,
That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel.
Oh.
टूट रही है, जुड़ रही है? टूट रहे हैं, ओके। हमारी तरफ ही आ रहे हैं ये तो।
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
वाह, काट दिया। हाइवान तो कहीं भी उड़ के आ जाती है। ले भाई,
This is where you fall.
आ गई
Witness
भाई।
my rise. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Nice. आगले। किस तरीके से इसने छुआ, अभी देखते हैं क्या सीखना है। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कुछ गड़बड़ ना हुई हो। आ गई आ गई, मुझे लगा था कॉलम में ना रह जाए वहाँ पे। We made it.
Was that you, Arlecchino? Did you save us?
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay.
अरे ले
The Abyss
भाई
wanted to
जाने कुछ
trap you
गड़बड़ करी है
inside, and I
जाने
defied
कुछ
its will by
सैक्रिफाइस कर
bringing
दिया
you out. No wonder it's a little angry.
Is there anything can I do return if I can
No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss.
Surely... Oh... We're so sorry, Arlecchino.
Paimon
How
can't
could you
believe
believe you'd make a sacrifice like this for us?
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal.
Yes,
well Column
you did your part. And as promised,
I will
leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing.
now
Now,
Columbina give me your
give
hand
me your hand.
accept the moonlight
Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
okay खिल गए फूल भाई खिल गए फूल
Feeling stronger?
क्या हो रहा है भाई इसके दिल में प्रॉब्लम चल रही है बता रहा हूँ
Are you okay?
I'm
I'm
fine
fine. Our powers are a little at odds.
Why, the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons, was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned, at least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough.
there's
There's
no way
I can hope to challenge Rayrear like this. Just one more ray of moonlight.
don't push
if you
yourself
would. It's okay. I can take it.
ये नीले हो गए भाई
How about
Well-
now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Nod-Krai. The Ray here of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina.
who are
This
you
is who you are.
who you are
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino.
I know
I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Reb.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps
मैं
it's
कोशिश
time you
करूंगा
took
भाई
a
मैं किसी
new
को मरने ना
name.
दूं अब मेरे हाथ में होगा तो
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina.
they
They're
are
nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played,
okay
but they're not her real name.
अच्छा रियल नेम नहीं है
We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded.
क्या है
All I'll say is this.
तेरा?
Once you've defeated Rayrear, give it some thought. All right. That's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
Sandrone well we sure return to a favor next time you need a hand let's मेरे को इसकी हैंड की चिंता हो रही है let's us know next time you need a hand
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade compliments.
हमारा Act 3 is completed. अभी तक डॉक्टर की एंट्री नहीं हुई है, पर संडे में डॉक्टर बहुत दिखा रहे थे, पता नहीं क्यों भाई.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon arrow and restored Calamina's strength.
कहाँ बुला रहे हैं? इधर जाना है. ओके.
In other words, mission accomplished.
जी यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं?
Wonders how everyone else is doing.
यहाँ देखिए कर रहे हैं कार्टून. कुतार. कुतार ज़्यादा मेरे को अच्छा नाम नहीं लगता है. मूड में भी ज़्यादा नॉर्मल सा लगता है, ज़्यादा लेजेंडरी नाम हो गया. कोलमीना सबसे बढ़िया है भाई. कोलमीना क्यूटी.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Huh, hey look! They made it back as plants! Lama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things
ठीक
up,
है.
so they won't be joining us for...
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint.
Mr.
I
Flint.
certainly am.
देख रही हो
I
भाई?
achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious.
ये नए
But
आए
I
हैं.
had
दो
the
कौन
good
है?
fortune to run into a pair of brave young
ये दो नो
warriors.
लग रहे हैं.
We meet again.
ओह,
How have you been?
ये तो वही है.
Albedo!
Albedo.
What are you doing here?
It's been long. I'm gonna.
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
तू भी कैंट्री ऐसे तो
These
नहीं है
two
कहीं.
courageously
मुझे ऐसा
lent me
थक
a
होता है,
hand
पता
while I
नहीं
was
क्यों.
fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made
पीछे वाले
sense.
से तो मिला दो.
And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder
पीछे
you're
वाले से मिला
already
दे
acquainted.
फ्रेंड्स.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
बोलना भाई. ओके.
A gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
वेट. दोस्त कौन? अबे यार ये बोलना जरूरी है.
It's nice to meet you again.
Technically,
We've technically met before.
Wait a sec!
Mini.
You're Mini Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again. By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini. Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be. Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so
Different.
different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so
Healthy.
healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker
Little
now.
Paimon is pretty
I'm
tiny
getting used
after
to
all.
this.
ये
From
बोलेगा.
now on,
हाँ
you
गंदे
may
वाले
refer
देखिए
to
ये
her
देखिए.
as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
नहीं.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon,
Little
it's
Paimon.
just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lama.
मला गुस्सा करेगी.
My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
ओके रुकिए. ओहो.
Anyway, speaking of long...
इसने अरे ये नहीं. मुझे
Sorry.
पढ़ना था.
Cup.
इसने क्या बोला? आ गया. आ गया. हाँ. You all right, Miss Lama. My brother is still a long road. तो कौन है भाई?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea. Or
Uh-oh. People are talking about me.
Hoping.
Hope it's nothing negative.
क्या बोलूं? Better. Speed meeting a old colleague.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
Yes.
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
Grab
No
some chairs.
need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Zandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone.
We really appreciate your help.
Thanks, my standing by us.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
Okay.
I understand.
Well, why?
Bye for now, Harlequino.
जा रहे यार. और रुक भी.
this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
फोर्थ एक्ट चालू हो गया. मुझे नहीं करना भी. अबे फोर्थ एक्ट चालू. मुझे थर्ड पे रुकना था. थर्ड कंप्लीट करा. फोर्थ करेंगे. ओह डेंस फ्लिप डेरा. इसका भाई, इसका दोस्त, सॉरी जो भी है, पूरा मचा रहा है.
Little chit chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in.
आ गया. साथ के कहाँ था
No, it
तू?
looks like we have another new face.
अबे
Someone else managed to
he
rope in a
probably
colleague
here
too?
off us. Sorry.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Jeanette's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler.
We're not.
Not exactly colleagues, or sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once
Paimon,
Paimon knows
Nadia.
your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this. Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now.
Look at you, Paimon. Look
sweat
at
it.
you, Paimon.
There are people who go their
Expert
whole
in
lives
the
without
art
getting
of
the
the-
hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
ओ रो दिया भाई.
I wonder
Oh,
what's
I रो
taking
दिया.
her for so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can
खतरनाक
hurry
चीज
her
डालने
along
लग गए
with you.
पाइमॉन के साथ इसकी. Nice भाई.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides,
Miss Mood
you
Chanter.
have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Dance जो कहाँ है?
Spoken like a true sage.
ये सही है?
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
इससे बात करो। ओहो मेरे पास 2 ऑप्शन। इससे बात करो। बहुत दिन बाद।
There's something you'd like to say to me?
यस बहुत दिन बाद मिला। कहाँ था तू? कहाँ था तुझे बता पहले। कौन सी जगह था तू?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it. And in return, we can get Dainsleif to be our very own personal bodyguard.
Paimon, you are thinking out loud.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed.
Indeed. इनसे क्या बात करेगी बोला मीना?
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
और क्या बात करो?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter.
Okay.
Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it.
I'm flattered.
ओ नेम दे दे अच्छा सा
If
ऐसे.
I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case,
सही है चलो बात कर रहे हैं ये लोग.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
ठीक है भाई दोनों ही अकेले हैं
I
टाइप के
don't
लोग.
doubt that. I've only ever met 2 Retniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give
Eatlua
him
कहाँ पे?
that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it's... Come on.
दोनों ही awkward कर रहे हैं भाई. दोनों ही बात नहीं कर रहे. Sorry, I'm not.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend?
कुछ नहीं बोल रहे.
Now
Awkward
that was
silence.
an awkward silence.
दोनों ही
Let's keep
अकेले
this
बंदे
between
हैं.
ourselves. Probably best if Eatlua doesn't know, huh?
क्या बात करनी है ना
That
पता ही
goes
नहीं है.
without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, alright?
Fair enough, then.
खतरनाक बंदे दोनों ने awkward कर दिया सीन. Nothing long after. ये भी आ गए. आर्ली होती तो मजे आते.
Ah, Miss Nefer.
You
made
made
it
out
after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the Curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back in?
Did you say something, Mr.
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at night.
अबे क्या बातें कर
It's
रहे
like
हैं?
they're putting on a concert in the back.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before first up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod-Krai.
ठीक है.
Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma.
एक सेकंड.
From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress.
एक सेकंड guys.
Over here, we have Mr. Flitz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse.
Okay.
In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us.
ठीक है.
For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team.
ठीक है.
By his side is a new face for us all, myself included. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's got more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tibet.
वाह भैया गाइड का.
That's a lot of people. Great turnout.
आप ना इसका भी
Miss
बता.
Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way. So, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
वाह.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Rehur of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria.
And
as I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir.
He was one. Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the
identity of
names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge.
ठीक है
Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength.
ठीक
And
है
last, but not least, Raker of Solnari,
Revenger of the Moon.
Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time?
Strangely, now
now
that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty.
one day
One day,
my
elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me,
and never
like a
ending.
never-ending nightmare.
We
We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me, and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif,
What
price
price
are
are
you
you
willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission,
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
for the kissing space. You made a clear that
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons,
Your power.
your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tivat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture.
A Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task.
While
my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment.
Ladies, please. I must object to your
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that?
This isn't about the money. I
Okay.
can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir.
Okay.
And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my
Is that right?
Anyway, Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know...
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite.
ठीक है भाई, हंसी मजाक बहुत करते हैं ये लोग। अबे भैया अभी भी बात कर रहा है, इनकी बातें खत्म ना हो रही हैं। अरे भैया काफी ज्यादा बातें हैं, काम की भी हैं। तो पक्के बातें सुनो। क्या कर रही है? दुपक्के देखता हूँ। मैं लगा हो दुपक्के देख लूंगा, देख नहीं पाया।
Thank you for waiting.
बता बता बता,
okay.
कुछ बताएगी जी उसके बारे में।
Use the time to help
अब बताइए।
get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you.
Okay.
Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past.
And
you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already.
That's right, we are know each other quite some time now.
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Garen has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Thank you for your trust, Nefer.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we job. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings.
Okay.
I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony.
In case
any
Paimon...
case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
Never conspiracy left out the detail of her. I guess her brain diving technique.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rerir's mind, it's in the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get...
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Pinky promise.
All right. Let your whole body relax. Or close your eyes.
ठीक है. कहाँ पहुँचाती है?
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork. According to Dainsliff, Rerir used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top-secret intel stashed away in this. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rerir? Can't say I'm not.
ठीक है. अरे ठीक है. मैं कैनरिया में हूँ. कहाँ पे हूँ? मुझे बताता भी तो नहीं है कहाँ पे.
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
चेंज हो गया बता.
He looks even gloomier.
ओके पढ़ना है ये.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual.
Okay.
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
Okay.
This one should be archived under purged targets.
This one. So.
Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk.
Confirmed
Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets.
अब सही है पैर मेरा दर्द कर रहा था काफी जोर से बहुत जोर से हाँ क्या था another
Sounds
one
like she was that other man's daughter.
never mind
Never mind. What's it got to do with me?
अच्छा नेक्स्ट लूं
Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Neutralized on...
अरे
Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember
इसकी वाइफ आ जाएगी
seeing
मुझे
this
क्यों लग
map.
रहा है इसकी गर्लफ्रेंड आ
Kids like
जाएगी
his never would have been considered a
इसकी गर्लफ्रेंड
priority
आएगी
in the
लिख के ले
past.
लो ये बात है
Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are? Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Neutralized and... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized and...
ये उस और बन के क्यों लग रहा है मुझे बंदे
Male. 6. Occupation.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out.
But
as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
कितने बंदों पे साइन कर दिए मैंने इधर क्या है रास्ता है क्या अरे भैया कहाँ जा रहा है ओह इधर नहीं आना भी नहीं आना नहीं जा सकता। वो सामान ये क्या है?
A box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend.
ओके, और कुछ स्पेशल है? अरे ये तो देख लिया,
Must be for his.
ये तो देख लिया मैंने। और कुछ? ओह ना कुछ है।
Bookshelves full of documents.
Okay.
Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Conrians. The Crimson Moon dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during the latter, it stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep. Lines up exactly with what Dainsleif told me.
और कुछ तो नहीं है? ऊपर अब नीचे आ रहा है, ये जमीन के नीचे है पक्का। इधर कुछ जी।
A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names, but at this stage I have no idea who any of them even are.
ठीक है भाई, यहाँ पे भी कुछ है।
Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha. It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw!
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run for their residence has concluded. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rerir's targets?
ओके, काफी कुछ चल रहा था। शकल तो अभी तो दिखे ही नहीं।
Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Yeah.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just,
Notice.
I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. Tell me.
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant, more...
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the...
You make a fair point.
Especially given my silence
alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then.
Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
हैं? ये तो भाई ये क्या बोल रहा है? ये तो
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
नहीं जा सकते, इसमें जाना पड़ेगा.
Wait. Hear me out.
जी क्रिम्सन अब याद आ रहा है मुझे.
His face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me
आरले
all of
तो नहीं है जे
this
कहीं.
now?
Simple. It's because
जारले का कोई दोस्त वगैरह.
I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not.
I
would
never
never
dream.
dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last. Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the
Vinster
Vinster
King.
King.
Persuade the Vinster King?
Ha 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 ha.
Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets?
Over.
And over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King.
A blind
A
fool.
blind fool.
His
His eyes
eye.
clouded by powers from beyond this world.
A pretty little
Petty
man.
little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you
और
can't
होता
bring
भी है.
yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rayhir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rayhir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder?
If we
don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifilnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy.
In the end.
In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Okay. पीछे तो जाना नहीं है. बंद है ये एरिया.
Was that Rayhir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile.
Okay, बंद होते जा रहे हैं दरवाजे.
Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one...
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? To Galindus, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
Okay.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all.
नहीं.
Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative.
You need to
be
extra
careful
careful.
when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
Time to do together.
After all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
ले भाई memory. नहीं जगह भाई.
Another day, another round of assassination training.
Wow.
Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
कैंट्री है ये. अच्छा प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है यहाँ पे.
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now. You seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone. Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. Pray one sets a thing. I work clean. No traces. I work with have always been guilty, and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
ओहो पालक मार दिए क्या मैंने?
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't...
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was
arrested 2 days
ago.
ago. Chances are
he's already dead.
Okay.
I just don't get it.
After
everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking for us.
You take care of too.
You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide,
Come
find
find
us.
Okay जी.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger, but if all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
बच्चे का पीछे से जा रहे. Okay. Hey.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want
a life?
To live.
भाई क्या म्यूजिक बज रहा है पीछे बैकग्राउंड में भाई?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too.
काफी खतरनाक स्टोरी चल रही है भाई. वेट.
Thelindis?
ले भाई इसका भी नाम आ गया इसमें.
Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed.
I see.
I see it now.
बैठो.
You've been what a fool I've been.
No,
Numbing myself with talk of justice.
क्या?
Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end,
चलवा दिया.
Erminsul. Finster King. How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on.
रुक जाओ।
This is where it ends.
ओके, खतरनाक स्टोरी चल रही है यहाँ पे रिंग थी।
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful.
ये उसको बताएगा।
But
Me?
if you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission.
I will. Good point. Can you be?
In that case,
नहीं.
maybe you should stay.
No, please. I just want to see the outside world again.
Go on living.
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedavulnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is
5 मिनट.
Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps... Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And... no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging. Well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. It seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. And it looks like this Rerir's would-be fiancée herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants.
नहीं अपने ले.
It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long.
Mr. King
if the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might
each
have
other
gone
for
on
rest
deceiving
of the
each other
life.
for the rest of their lives.
हाँ.
And why does Vedderfanir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative.
किसी का नहीं.
We've been inside. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is.
नया रख दिया इसमें. मैं नहीं कर रहा जी अभी. मेरा मन नहीं. अरे अब मत करो यार, मेरा मन नहीं है ये करने का. कल करूँगा मैं. एस्केप लीव एक्सिट. मेरा हेलो. अरे लगता है जो तो लगते करेगा पता चल बात नहीं करेंगे ओ भाई ये मैं कल करूँगा यहाँ से मेरा देखो क्या रह गया ये मैं मिशन जल्दी करता हूँ जल्दी आ गया बहुत दूर भेज दिया ये कितने बजे 3 है 2 बन जाएंगे 1 बन जाएंगे चौबीस रहेगा और इसका
Add Astra.
अरे करेंगे
Thank you for completing. Add Astra. Add Astra.
ये कर लेंगे
Add Astra.
कितना एक्स्ट्रा करेगी भाई इन लोगों का बाउंटी है मैंने अच्छा ये मिलेंगे मार के आऊँगा ठीक ठीक है ओके यहाँ पे क्या मतलब ये क्या है अच्छा 3 के लिए 4 पे चल रहे हैं
Many insects.
बैठो
Have a compulsion to follow the light.
टीपॉट में गए 2 मिनट में काम जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे
Maybe you're. If you ever.
बैक बाय बाय गाइस 1 सेकंड में देख रहा हूँ बस